Hi, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Extra Step. You're on with Derwin and
your boy K.
So how's everyone doing? We want to welcome you to a very special episode. We're gonna do our playoff brackets today.
Yes.
It's gonna be a little playoff episode. Sorry,
no, it's our playoff episode.
That's
it's
not the word I was
episode.
looking for.
No, it's okay. Now we've done this for a while now, so sometimes you get those jitters. But trust me, I'm feeling it already. But you know what we got to really debate on? You know what happened that shouldn't have happened?
That big comeback? Is that what we're talking about?
30 point. 31.
31 point. The biggest comeback in NBA playoffs history.
Yo, my dude, that was crazy.
No, beyond crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like the way the Clippers came out in the second half and they just started hitting shots.
Oh,
and the Warriors were like...
Nah, the Warriors, they do that thing where it's like, oh, I'm up by like 40 points. Let me just jack up every three in a row.
Yeah, no, that's really what it is.
But like, I rate the Clippers. You should never sleep on the Clippers. Never.
Well, it's because of Doc Rivers. That's one person that I would never sleep on. He's a great coach. I look what he did with this team that he brought to the playoffs. I know they got 8 seed, but like for most of the season they were like 4-5. So.
Yeah, no, that's true. They could ball out, but Patrick Beverly's a beast, man. Like, yo, that guy can just guard up anybody. Absolutely. He's not scared. And, like, the man came all the way from, like, Russia, right?
Yeah.
Played in Russia, China, wherever he played overseas. And this guy just comes in the NBA. He realized, yo, this is my last opportunity. I'm going to guard Durant. I'm going to strap him down. And he actually
I mean, he's trying, but after Game 3, it's not debatable anymore if Patrick Beverly should be guarding him.
So, what do you think in this series then? Like, do you think the Clippers get one more dub?
I think it's possible, but they would have to play their heart and souls out for that next win. I don't know if the Warriors are going to give them that.
I feel you. So, what's your series?
I probably say that the series doesn't go past 6. Like, there's that one game that the Clippers could steal again, could be, but
okay,
I don't know. It's a hard one. If you're going to steal another one. Are you going to steal one Game 4 or are you going to steal one Game 5? Because I know it's going to be a tough one to steal on the road again.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of mountains.
Just to stay alive in this series.
I'm about to blow your minds right here, okay? Clippers winning 7. We believe is coming right back to slap the Warriors right in their face. That Dallas team that lost was in 07.
Yeah, with Dirk on there.
They MVP. He was the MVP. Was the best team in the NBA, people are saying. Warriors came in, boom, beat them. We believe. Why not the Clippers? They have that type of soul in them, man.
They have that swagger. They walk,
That's why I'm like,
team chemistry all day.
I can't give you that the Warriors winning 6 or you won't even pass 6. Nah, it's Clippers. I'm saying
Clippers in 7.
Clippers in 7.
I mean, it's a big possibility, but like you're talking about the Clippers having to play like just crazy defense throughout 40
If they could do that, being down 31 points. In Oracle Arena, you're really telling me
everyone has a bad night, no?
Facts, but like, yo, it wasn't a bad night.
You think the Warriors are going to allow that again?
Yes, because the Warriors have been known to do that. Remember that?
No, 3-1 loss
that they had? See, 31,
no, you're totally right, but then that woke them up. Like, they're like, oh shit, we actually got beat after we're up 31. All right, we're not allowing that.
Did that wake them up in the finals when they lost to LeBron?
How could they? Because they lost Game 7. So what they did was they're like, all right, let's go get the second best player.
Well, yeah, they decided to go get
and now they're just slapping everybody like there's nothing.
Now to get their big brother come fight.
I mean, losing DeMarcus Cousins in the series. Sorry, I know we haven't even talked about them, but losing DeMarcus Cousins in the series has changed the series completely. For me, I thought Warriors had an easy ticket to the finals, but obviously now it's just like they could take this team to the finals. Like that's what they did last year, but it's definitely going to be hard.
Yeah, no, that's very true. So, I mean, we'll see at the end of this series. We'll see. I think the Clippers are about to do something crazy.
I mean, that would be a big one, but for sure.
Let's see. I think the next series that's about to shock us all.
I think so.
Is the Denver and Spurs series.
Oh, that series. Okay.
So.
Oh yes, because so our last time we talked about it, you were very insistent that the Spurs were going to get an upset. So what's your taking? Seeing how the last 3 games have played out, seeing how the Spurs have kind of controlled this series, you still have the Spurs taking it?
Yeah, I got the Spurs taking it in 5. Honestly, Popovich is showing why he's the GOAT. His system can't be beat. It's everyone plays team defense. We move the ball around. Everyone gets their touches. And then everyone gets in their sweet spot. It ain't about, okay, let's just jack up threes or run our system around, everyone hitting threes. No, whatever you're good at, that's what he puts his players into. Now, Mike Malone is nice. But honestly, like he's a baby Popovich. No disrespect to him, a baby Popovich. He's up and coming, but he ain't ready for that.
I just think that Denver has more talent around their team than the Spurs do. I think at the end of the day, moving the basketball is great, and being unselfish is a great way to play basketball. But as have we seen it, you always need that one guy to be like, okay, I'm gonna take that last shot. We saw it for DeRozan as a Raptor fan. We saw it for DeRozan. It wasn't possible. Now he's in another team where LaMarcus is actually the guy. LaMarcus is taking that last shot. Mm-hmm. They're gonna get an ISO play for LaMarcus, or they'll come off a screen. He's getting the last shot. But with Denver, they have Jokic. That's what it is. The Joker has played so well. He's almost unguardable at sometimes. Almost. He played at an MVP level, but I don't think he's gonna win it.
He's been inconsistent.
It's because of his defense. That's what it is.
Boy. Hey, listen. Jamal Murray's kitchen boy. We love him, but inconsistent. When you're not an experienced team in the playoffs, you're not ready for that.
Okay, the one game that they've won so far is because of Jamal Murray. He dropped 21 in the fourth, and then he came back and they won that game.
Yeah, after dropping 3 points only in 3 quarters.
That's fine. The superstars wake up in the
and that's true, right? We've seen Michael do it, seen LeBron do it, we've seen KD do it, but the problem is, he's done it once. Okay, he struggled every other game as well. He's struggling. It's inexperience. He wasn't ready for the moment. I'm happy for this team that they're nice, but I'm telling you,
how's Gary Harris doing in this series?
He's doing okay. He's hooping on mans, but I feel like this team's a year away from where they are. I think they could be the next Warriors.
Really?
I think they could be the next team in the West. That's a young. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess the next powerhouse. I guess.
But this year, it's like the Warriors had back in 2012, 2013 with Mark Jackson. Mm-hmm. They had to learn. They had to go through the growing pains of the playoff series. Going against the tough teams in the first round. Losing tough games in the second round. And, you'll finally find your vibe. I think that team is all perfect and set to go. They're missing their one piece, Michael Porter Jr. Shout out to you, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Killer, light-skinned killer. that guy right there will make that team a contender. So, straight up,
honestly, I would like to think so, but it all depends on his injury, too, right? He's not played...
Fair enough.
He's not played a whole year of basketball and come in as a second-year player. Ben Simmons did it. Let's be honest.
That's true. Yeah.
Joel did it. He came in a couple years later because of their injuries, and they killed it right away. So it's very possible.
I ask you this: would you be crazy enough if you were Denver and you just, let's say, next year or even this year they go on a run and they go deep in the playoffs, they don't win it? Do you say we keep this team together, or do we package some guys to get one more piece here to make this team contend right now?
I think that's what it is, because they have a couple They have a couple guards. They have a couple extra guards that they could definitely trade, and then they could get a nice player. Who plays a 3 in Denver right now?
Will Barton.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
No, he's like 6-man kind of guy.
Yeah, but he's not a great 3. So I'm assuming they need a better 3.
Yeah.
No, they could definitely make a trade. But are you giving up Jamal Murray or Gary Harris for those pieces?
I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, you have to get
those
are
two guys. Really talented pieces, but together, if they get upset together, they don't work.
Yeah.
If the Spurs beat them, clearly they don't work. You have to make a trade for one of them out of here.
Yeah, no, that's true. Heck, I wouldn't be.
But I still have Denver taking it in 7.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you say 7.
It's gonna be an interesting series. I think it's been an interesting series so far, and I think it's gonna continue. It's gonna be like one of those classic Spurs series. That's all I have to say.
It's gonna go deep. Okay, I see you, but I think that experience is gonna eat them alive. Denver, they can't handle that Popovich experience in the playoffs.
Well, so far. Yeah, I guess they're showing weaknesses for sure.
Yeah, but no, that'd be interesting to see 7 games. That'd be interesting. If Denver can pull that off, they'll definitely change my mind about where they'll be. Maybe even next year.
For sure.
We'll see. But another series that's really interesting, and we both think will probably go deep.
OKC, Portland series.
Okay, Westbrook, the battle of the zeros.
Yeah, Westbrook, right? Damian Lillard. It's been an absolute point guard show. The 3 games have just been Damian Lillard, and then Westbrook last game. It's been very interesting to watch. What do you have in that series?
I'll say it like this. I'm an OKC fan, so let me announce the role. I have 2 teams. As much as, this guy and our boy Johnny likes to bitch at, I have my team in the West. I love Westbrook. I love the way he plays and gives his teammates. So I want Westbrook and and the rest of the gang, the Thunder, to win in 7. But my gut tells me that it's probably going to be Portland winning the series. But I'm picking OKC in 7.
I'm picking Portland in 7, to be honest.
Okay.
I think this series could definitely go down to the wire, especially with those two great athletes that we have. I think it's gonna be a hell of a series.
If OKC wants to win this series, these are things that have to happen. You need to shut down Damian Lillard and completely. You need to have somebody on your team that's ready to take that defensive assignment and shut him down. Make him uncomfortable.
But in the past, you know who that guy would have been, right?
Broke shot. That's what he is. That's okay. He got that defense, but
he he's injured.
I think Ferguson and a couple other guys can
Grant, maybe
help kind of. Make Damian Lillard feel uncomfortable. If you can make him feel uncomfortable and make him do things he doesn't want to do, that's how you win games. When you let him feel the core and do what he wants, he's gonna dominate. And Westbrook lets him dominate.
Well, I mean, he also has that range, right? Like, you can't ever step too far back with him pulling it. Or at first, he has a quick first step, and then he beats you off the dribble.
That's true, but listen, OKC, all they have to do is simply, you make him feel uncomfortable. You have Westbrook attack the basket consistently. No more playing around. All this, let me just take a jumper. No, go to the basket. Be aggressive. And then PG.
The first 2 games, that's what he did, right? He just jacked up a bunch of shots, and they didn't score nothing.
And
that's why
PG needs to be the man.
Yeah,
that's why.
They won on. I think like this year in the regular season, they won on PG's shoulders. Like, if you see the games they won, it was always PG leading the way. Westbrook was there. Westbrook's always been there because he's like
he puts up his
leader.
Numbers. Yeah,
he puts up his numbers. Everyone knows that. But if you see the wins, it's usually been PG. So he's got to step up. Are we going to talk about this PG not being a clutch player?
No. But there's a difference now. He's injured, and that's when you said shoulders. I was like, yeah, it's his actual shoulders. Like Tracy McGrady said apparently he tore something in his shoulder. So I guess I feel his pain, but you know what? They need to get it done. They need to play better defense, take better shot selections. And just go with it. Just make Portland work and grind, or else Portland's gonna take this series. But I think OKC could pull off a miracle in 7.
I would like to see how Portland does without Nurkic.
Yeah,
like we both thought that was a big loss for Portland, and now here we are. Portland might steal this series, or not steal because they're not the upset.
Yeah, I feel bad for the man, and I hope he has a speedy recovery and gets a chance to come back to the NBA. Hopefully, but even with them, they didn't have a chance. Like, realistically, to ever win anything. Like, I think that team is
definitely.
This team it's one of those teams where, like, yes, they look like they're about to do something, but they need that third guy. It's just,
I think that if OKC does end up beating them in 7, I think Portland's going to have a big turnaround. Just like how you saw with the Raptors. Like, it was just like, okay, are we going to win? Are we not going to win? Are we going to go?
Who do you keep?
I would like to keep both. I would like to keep both Lillard and CJ, but clearly
one of them's gotta go.
Clearly that doesn't work. So you have to let one of them go.
I think they might keep CJ,
but you get a ton back for Damian.
Yeah, that's why
that makes sense.
You're doing it to contend now and rebuild for the future.
Like on the move. Yeah, rebuild on the move.
Right.
Ton doesn't work. That's what I like.
Yeah, no.
Because like if there's a bust in that trade where like they get a good draft pick, they think might work out, and it doesn't. What's Portland gonna do? Then they're just gonna be like, our best, possibly a best point guard in franchise history. We trade him away, and we don't get nothing.
Yeah, no, that's
just like how the Raptors might be.
Oh my gosh! I don't want to talk about the Raptors. You gotta leave that for the last teams we talk about. I don't want to talk about them. No, just keep that silent. But there's another series that's actually not interesting at all.
It's okay.
It's probably gonna be a sweep. It's Houston versus Utah.
I think Utah might steal again, but it's pretty much over. I think Houston is the team that's gonna challenge the Warriors in the second round.
Sweep.
Okay.
No.
You can keep doing that if you want, but like I said, if the Warriors and Houston face off in the second round, which it seems like it's a possibility, that's gonna be a big matchup for the Warriors. Like the Warriors are gonna have to really battle that one out.
The Warriors are gonna have an issue, and I think Houston's winning that series. To be honest, I think Houston's winning that. I know we shouldn't be talking on it, but I think
it's just second round. Like it's possible.
Yeah, it's more interesting to talk about this.
If Houston upsets the Warriors, like they finally took down the big juggernaut in the Western Conference that no one's been able to take down for 4 years. 5 years.
No, that's true. But I think James Harden wants to prove something to the world that he's more than a scorer. I think he's out here just to be like, yo. I want to be the best player in the league. I don't want to be just known as a guy that can score 50 whenever. I want to be the guy that's unguardable. You talk about Giannis? Nah. I can drop threes any day I want. I can get to
he really is unguardable. I think the only reason most people give Giannis MVP is because they're the first seed. Let's be honest. They got 60 wins.
Yeah.
And Houston was the 4th seed, so
So who do you give MVP to?
Giannis. 100% Giannis, because as the last couple of years we've been doing, the team that has the best overall record, if they have a good player on their team, they usually win the MVP.
Yeah.
Right. So.
True. Well, I mean, Westbrook
other than that year that Westbrook won it.
Okay.
Because Westbrook broke something that we thought we would never see. Now he's doing it it's a piece of cake. He doesn't even try to get triple doubles.
I think what gives Harden a chance to win MVP still is the fact that he's doing it again, but better. Right? He's scoring like crazy at another level.
Yeah.
Right? This year he was better than he was last year, and he won MVP last year. So I think
for sure if he's able to take Houston to the finals, for sure he's winning MVP.
Yeah.
Finals.
I don't know when the votes are, but if the votes are still allowed to be made after the second round.
I mean, I don't know if they changed that because now they have an award show. Before, usually during the playoffs, you'd come second round, right, for a second round, and you'd get the MVP trophy. But now they want to wait till the end. I guess they want to make it more interesting, make the whole for the show, right? So I can't really the award ceremony.
Yeah.
How about we jump over to the west? I mean to the east, and we talk about Milwaukee and Detroit. If there's anything to talk about in that.
You're trash.
If there's anything to talk, honestly, out of all the things that could have happened to Detroit this year, to lose Blake Griffin is the worst possible thing.
Yeah, but
I just couldn't believe it. And then
wait, hold on. I say something quick.
Go ahead.
Johnny, am I allowed to swear? Okay, cool. Continue now because I'm about to say something after. Go ahead.
No, losing Blake Griffin was a big thing, but it's also what Dwayne Casey said during the season about how Detroit has this championship culture because they have 3 rings down there and this and that. That's a little bit karma right there. That's what I say.
You know what I say to that? Fuck you, nigga. You see what you do? See what happens when you talk too much? This man honestly irked my soul when he actually would say, "Oh, I like Detroit better," like what you're saying. It's like, yo, shut up. Shut up. When was the last time they won? 04? Okay, great. Good job. You won in 04. You were not there. Talking about championship culture.
2011.
Huh?
He was on the Dallas.
He was the assistant coach.
Okay,
when did you lead a team? You had a team that was number 1 in the East. You had one job. Beat LeBron.
Yeah.
You couldn't do it.
For 3 years in a row.
You couldn't do it.
And then you're talking about how... Okay, that's fine. I think Milwaukee's sweeping.
Sweep.
Detroit. If you want to even talk about the next series.
No, I don't want. We'll talk about the next series. That'd be more interesting. We done the talk on Detroit because you're a whack ass city. I don't like y'all. I don't care what y'all have to say about me. I hope y'all people from Detroit are watching this. I hope. Pick a fight, please. Give me a reason why y'all would win. There you go. We got something to talk about next episode.
Okay. Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't like Detroit.
Okay, so the next series we talk about is the Philadelphia and Brooklyn series. So right now, Philadelphia just took Game 4 in Brooklyn, and now they have a 3-1 series lead. Where are you taking? Sorry, who are you taking, and how many?
Series says 3-1 Philly. Philly in 5.
Oh, you're alright.
Philly in 5. It's done. Philly I know Brooklyn's been giving them a little bit of run, but Jimmy Butler's the type of dude where it's like, you want to run around? All right, go ahead. Know your place. Where you going?
In today's game he was ejected. Him and Jared Dudley rejected.
Because the man is basically you're putting your place. Where you going?
I don't know if it's a series is over already. We've seen Brooklyn take one on the road.
Yeah.
It's very possible Game 5. And then maybe, if we're feeling lucky, Game 6. My only reason for taking Brooklyn is because of D'Lo. I'm a big D'Lo fan.
I respect that.
I love the way he plays. The first ever triple-double he had, we were sitting in the stands in Toronto. I thought it was a really cool experience. And I think he's a great player. It's just that he's not cracked that shell yet. He is the guy in Brooklyn, but he hasn't become the guy.
The reason why he's this good, I mean no disrespect, but my dude, is because you decided to be a local snitch on your own teammates in LA, and it had to change you as a man. to me, I respect that he changed, but to be a great player, you gotta have it in your blood from the get-go.
And you don't think that
he didn't have it. He talked it because he was nice in college. He came to NBA. He got put in his place in LA. Second overall pick. It got to his head, and then he went to Brooklyn. He had a chip on his shoulder. He didn't have his chip on his shoulder. Who is D'Lo?
Yeah.
Nobody. So to me, it's just kind of like, listen, I respect him as an all-star. I respect the man kicked the ball in Brooklyn, but my dog, like, you got lucky. God gave you a little chip on the shoulder to actually battle. So I don't think you're going to be like a top 5 player ever in this league. And you can mark my words on that. I don't
maybe
think
not top 5, but I would say
not top 10. He will maybe
top 20?
Crack maybe like top 10, 9. That's it. Ever 1 year. That's it. Top 20. Obviously, everyone cracks top 20 at one point. Like Siakam probably be the top 20 next year, and probably keep going up. But like,
yeah, if his growth increases like this,
he's hooping on that.
Sheesh.
Ooh, I can't wait to talk about him later on. But like, we can talk about the team that probably don't like him the most.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That team, I know they really don't like him. That's some Celtics.
Yeah, the Celtics. Actually, well, okay, except for in the 4 games they played this year, the home team won each game. But the 2 games in Boston, Pascal was like invisible. I think he dropped 8. You can hold me off. 8 points in both those games, like in total. So like, I don't know if Boston really.
They don't like him because I think that's what I mean. That's what I mean by them being amped to play against him. They put him in his place. Like they know.
Then the fourth game in Toronto, he absolutely went off. I think he dropped 21 in the first half.
Because he found his little rhythm on him. Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing with players, especially young players in the league. They gotta kind of play a team, especially a rivalry team in your division, a couple times to kind of see like, okay, they know everything about me because we play against each other a lot. So how can I take advantage of their defense now in order for me to produce the way I know I can produce?
And everyone knows Pascal now. Like everyone has a game plan for him. He's not just some rook or second or third year player sitting on the bench.
Some African just there, play the clicks and go, hey, yo, that's me, the boy. I'm right here. Nah, none of that. But I don't mean no disrespect, my dude. I respect the African brothers, but they know he's not no joke. No, right? That's what they agree on. He ain't no joke anymore. He can come out and ball on mans and put mans to work, but honestly, Boston knows how to guard small teams. That's why they're handling the Pacers.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the Pacers for a reason. Like it's pretty bad, but I think they'll get 2 more wins.
I don't know. I think it's Boston.
They're going 2 straight.
Boston's probably going to sweep.
No, they're going 2 straight. I'm talking maybe Charles Barkley kind of bullshit, but.
I mean, realistically, the series is over because it's 3-0. Like, it doesn't happen where teams come out of 3-0 series. So it's over.
No, it's done.
How much do the Pacers care to win 1 or 2?
Yeah, no, I think they do.
Honestly, losing Oladipo this year was the biggest
lie. I feel so bad.
I felt really bad for the Pacers.
Hey, this is a great learning curve for that team. Going forward with Oladipo now, this is going to be a team that's like, you know what, we could play ball. Yeah, we didn't win that series. I know it's not done, but let's be real. But they're going to realize after that, with Oladipo now, we can eat. They'll look at teams like Toronto with Kawhi now, maybe with one guy and the rest of us step up our game, we can work. And I think Indiana will make some deals as well.
Path as Toronto, where they have that one top guy, and they have good role players around them that are becoming star players. Like even for Miles Turner, I think this year he was the leader in blocks. Or average, he absolutely on the defensive end, he could possibly win a defensive player of the year this year, possibly.
That's true.
I don't think it'll happen.
And once his game gets better, he'll hit some
exactly.
He's
like 24, so he's just gonna be growing. Oladipo's 26. That team has so much growth, and we're gonna see in a couple of years if they face Boston, maybe they'll be sweeping them.
Yeah, maybe because Boston has a young team that's good. Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see Anthony Davis. That's the
Anthony Davis sweeps.
Because if you give up Tatum and then you get Anthony Davis for 1 year in Boston, and Anthony Davis leaves, then what?
Then it's Danny Ainge goodbye. You lost your job. You're at idiot. Why? The man already said he don't trust you. No one trusts you in Boston. They did. I know Boston's winning. But the way they're going about it right now, it's pathetic.
We'll see what happens in the playoffs. I think free agency will tell Boston's story for sure.
If I was Boston, I wouldn't even talk about Anthony Davis. I'd be talking about, we're just here to win right now as a group. And maybe Kyrie would be like, this is my home. Instead of I'm now looking out for myself because I'm going to get traded kind of crap. crap.
It's very possible.
But
and the last series in the East, obviously, we saved it for last because it's the Raptors versus the Orlando Magic. Series 1, Game 1, sorry, big shocker. DJ Augustine.
Did he really get shocked?
You know what's funny? He dropped 21 points in the first half, dropped 4 points in the second half. The 4 points, the 3 at the end, and 1 free throw.
You know why? Because someone was being a little baby and being scared in the moment. Kyle Lowry. Whose assignment was that? Kyle Lowry. Like, again, like...
Kyle was like, oh, I was in the game. Like, I know I didn't produce points. Nah, bro.
Defensively, you sucked.
You allowed him to do whatever he wanted.
Right? I don't want to hear about old matchups changing and stuff like that.
Well, now they have Danny Green on DJ Augustine most.
Yeah, because they realize Lowry can't guard him.
Exactly.
And that scares me going forward because now, what are you saying? Lowry can't defend now Steph Curry will get to the finals?
Pretty much.
So what do we do?
He's guarding Clay then, and that's even worse.
Yeah. Because he doesn't like running around after guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, Lowry's going to have to figure out his crap. This series is like a joke. It's 5 games, done.
Yeah, no, I think the Raptors should win the next 2.
It's a sweep. But I will say this playoffs means a lot to the Raptors this year. Because things are going to happen if we do not get the results that we want.
Well, I mean, I think that's every year. If you don't, your results don't, but like a big change for sure.
We just had a big change. I'm talking nuclear bomb. I'm talking like besides, like I think either if Kawhi stays or not, like he's about to blow up the roster and make some changes. I think he's like, we can't go back to rebuilding. We have to win.
No, I think so too. I think what they're doing with their farm system, like with the ball 905, Raptors 905, is that
signing a contract? No, I'm just joking.
It's very interesting. You see Chris Boucher came out of that, Jordan Lloyd. There's a couple players that are coming out of their system that in a couple of years it's possible where they could be better role players. Mm-hmm. But we'll see what happens with Kawhi. That's what the big thing is.
Yeah, and I think Kawhi stays in Toronto. I think it's crazy to say, but I think he stays if they make the conference finals. I think he sees something, and Masai will probably hit him with that exit meeting and say, "Hey, we're gonna try to win. We're gonna make the deals to win. If we didn't get it done now, we're gonna get it done next year." And I think that I've always been saying it. I'm gonna say it again because now it's gonna happen because David Griffin is in New Orleans. I am saying it again. New Orleans, Toronto trade. Blockbuster, AD, Toronto, Kyle Lowry, OG, Ibaka, first round picks, Toronto. You have Kawhi, Siakam.
Then you have AD for 1 year.
AD might stay because AD wants to win. Like think about it, AD would still be pretty much the man there. He'd be sharing it with Kawhi, but he'd actually get to stand out, be the man. Like yes,
what about Pascal then?
Pascal's their third guy. You don't. Who else?
What if Pascal's developing to become the guy, but because we have these 2 guys, he can't.
It'll work because AD, the way he plays is perfect because it's the same as Ibaka, but just a better and more efficient player.
Way better than Ibaka,
right? Or and even better. He's like a combination of Marc Gasol and Ibaka. Realistically, you put down Siakam, he's killing it, right? You got. Then you have Kawhi at the 3, you get Danny at the 2, then you have Freddie at the 1. That team's too nice after that. You can't stop that team.
Your bench is a bunch of young.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
The Warriors had to figure it out, and look where they are. So why not us? Like, I just don't see the issue. Like, oh, we need to have a bench, this and that. Play your guys.
Do you think the Raptors will make the NBA Finals this year?
Yes.
It has to be this year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, especially just seeing how some of the series is going so far. I think this is the year where Toronto can come up and be like, all right.
It's going to be Toronto versus Houston in the finals. It's going to be the battle of offense versus defense, and this time Kawhi is going to be different, and he's going to slap out Harden.
I believe that.
That could go down and that'll be
a good series. I think 7 games.
Yeah, it'll be 7 games. Toronto wins. If we win that, that changes the whole game.
Yeah, but then does Kawhi stay? Does Kawhi stay and be like, I don't know another championship? Or
Kawhi wants to be in the best spot that's suited for him.
It seems like he likes it here.
He likes it here.
It's just that
he just wants to see if he can make money here and grow here. He wants to make sure this is somewhere where he feels comfortable and somewhere that, the organization is going to love him. Yeah. It's not about, it's only... We're doing it our way. It's all about, you're our star player. We take care of you.
No, that's what. And
we'll
that's
take
what
care of the team. But
year, right?
that's what he wants to be in. And obviously, the Lakers and Clippers are showing they would. But I think he'll look at Toronto and be like, I have a team that could win here. They have assets they could move around. I'm playing with a young kid that could be a superstar. yo, why would I leave?
else would, yeah, I know.
But again, players are done different, right? Some players have left teams too. But hey, we'll see what happens.
That's for his situation, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's it for our show today.
Yeah, that's all, folks. Yeah, I know.
So please don't forget to like our video, subscribe, of course.
Please subscribe. Hit that red button. Come on.
And take care.